Right now at 6, former Badgers football players in custody this morning for a double homicide in Janesville.
And we're getting you ready for Wisconsin's primary election tomorrow. What you need to know before you head to the polls.
Plus, we're following breaking news overnight as Americans under quarantine on a cruise ship are evacuated back to the States.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. It is Monday, February 17th. I'm Josh Spreiter.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. In store for your Monday, a little bit of freezing rain, maybe some snow tonight.
Some snow, rain, yeah, it's all in the forecast, guys. We have a messy mixture of precipitation that is expected to develop through the afternoon. Right now, things are pretty quiet, but an alert day is in effect for southern Wisconsin. This weather is going to impact your travel around the state later today. Winter weather advisories will go into effect at 9 o'clock for areas north of Dane County. That's where we have the highest confidence of all snow falling. That'll lead to higher snow totals as well. We're looking at a general 3 to 6 inch snowfall from areas north of Dane County up through the Dells and Camp Douglas. Here in Madison, it will be much lighter. You're starting to see a little bit of that snow try to work its way in from the south, maybe seeing some snowflakes just south of Monroe right now. The rest of the area, though, pretty dry. We'll zoom the map out and you can see that there is a messy mixture of precipitation, some light rain occurring right now in Des Moines, Iowa, and is all moving in this direction. Our temperatures are in the 20s to around 30 degrees, so it's not actually that cold right now. We'll climb to highs above freezing here in Madison, which means we could see some rain mixing with the snow through the afternoon. Let's take a look at your first warn traffic maps. At 6 o'clock this morning, still pretty quiet. A few brake lights starting to show up on the Beltline at Stoughton Road, but no major delays to tell you about right now. This may be a different story, though, heading home. Your forecast for the Beltline later on today through the afternoon and evening, probably slow going with that rain and snow occurring.
Looks like it's going to be a mess later today.
Right.
Yes.
All right, Hetty, thank you.
You're welcome.
6:02 your time now. Autopsies are scheduled for today after a Wisconsin mother and her 2 little girls were found dead in a garage.
Family members are grieving this morning after learning 26-year-old Amara Jerica Banks and her 5-year-old and 4-year-old daughters were murdered.
I never see her talk to my sister again. And it's hurt me so bad because me and my sister were so close.
Milwaukee police say 25-year-old Arzell Ivory is the man who killed them. The three had been missing for a week before an Amber Alert went out and was later canceled. Banks' family knows Ivory as the mom's ex-boyfriend and a father to one of the girls.
She didn't deserve this. She really didn't. How can you be so evil?
She always been in my heart, my prayers. Today I'm gone and not here anymore. I just had to live with it.
Police say Ivory confessed to his father and was arrested on Saturday in Memphis, Tennessee. His father is the one who turned him into police. It has been 3 days since a freshman UW-Milwaukee student was last seen, and police are still working to find him this morning. Sean Beck went missing near a campus dorm early Friday morning. The student's dad says he's worried because Beck is a type 1 diabetic and needs his insulin. The university sent out a warning asking everyone to keep an eye out for him to get him back safely.
New this morning, a Wisconsin community is remembering one of their police officers who died in a car crash this weekend. 48-year-old Jennifer Diner died Saturday, just 2 years before she planned on retiring from the Racine Police Department. Diner and her family were just blocks from their home when they were involved in a wrong-way crash during extreme winter weather. A Racine County sheriff says the snow and ice caused one of the drivers to lose control and cross the center line, hitting the other car.
6:04 right now. A former UW-Madison football player is in jail this morning after turning himself into Chicago police for a double homicide in Janesville. Marcus Randall L. will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide once he's returned to Wisconsin. The charges are for the deaths of 27-year-old Brittany McCatery and 30-year-old Sierra Winchester. The 2 moms were found shot at the intersection of Midvale and Deerfield Drives a week ago today. Police are still working to piece together what happened, but believe the 3 had plans to meet.
A Madison man is facing charges this morning after police say he attacked an elderly couple inside a Northside McDonald's. 22-year-old K1 Hill was already inside the restaurant when the couple came in around 7:30 Saturday morning on their way to the airport. And this is just off of Northport Drive next to Warner Park. Police say the woman was sitting down when Hill suddenly started punching her. A man went to help the woman, but Hill pulled out a crowbar and hit hit him in the head. As the two men fought, an elderly disabled customer tackled Hill. Police arrested him shortly later. The visiting couple was treated for their injuries and then rushed to the airport.
6:05 right now. Many eyes, of course, are on the presidential primaries ahead of the November election.
And while we're still a couple of months away from Wisconsin's presidential primary, there's a different primary scheduled for tomorrow. Keely Arthur is breaking it all down for us a day ahead of time.
Good morning, Leah and Josh. Good to see you too. So there is one state race in the primary, and that's for Wisconsin's Supreme Court. The race will be narrowed down from 3 to 2 candidates. Here's a closer look at those 3. First up, current state Supreme Court Justice Daniel Kelly. Kelly was appointed to the higher court in 2016 by then Governor Scott Walker. Kelly is the only candidate who has the backing of conservatives. Next is Marquette University law professor Ed Falone. Falone was a 2013 candidate for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, but was defeated by an incumbent. He is getting support from liberals. Also getting support from the left is someone who might be a little bit more familiar to voters in our area, Jill Karofsky. She is currently a Dane County Circuit Judge. This primary will eliminate one of these candidates from the election on April 7th. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit more about the local elections and what you need to do before you head to the polls.
All right, the start of the next 9 months.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Keely Arthur, thank you.
Well, leaders across several levels of government are coming together today to encourage everyone to take part in the census. Madison Mayor Sati Rhodes Conway will be with Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, State Representative Sheila Stubbs, and County Executive Joe Parisi, along with other leaders of the community today to support the census and encourage everyone to participate. They'll also talk about their plans to share resources of a full census count. That event starts at 11 at Madison College today.
Going into the 2020 election, the topic of climate change on a lot of people's minds. So a number of League of Women Voters chapters around the state are working together to help raise awareness. The League, along with Dane County and UW-La Crosse, hosted a public forum to discuss Wisconsin's changing climate and how it might be affecting farmers.
Agriculture is really important when we talk about climate change because agriculture is such a fundamental part of our state and national economy and our national security.
The program is part 3 of a 4-part series on the climate crisis. Previous sessions focused on why climate change is actually a public health crisis.
Developing this morning, the Trump administration is sending Border Patrol units from the southern border to arrest undocumented immigrants in several sanctuary cities. The cities like Chicago, New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles generally refuse to help the federal government enforce immigration policies. President Trump is trying to raise pressure on the sanctuary city movement, which has grown during his presidency. It'll reportedly run through May. In a statement, the acting director of ICE said, quote, "In jurisdictions where we are not allowed to assume custody of aliens from our jails, our officers are forced to make at-large arrests of criminal aliens who have been released into communities." Now this comes as the Trump administration asks Laos to accept deported U.S. residents, a move that could potentially affect hundreds in the Hmong community here in Wisconsin. ICE has been in Wisconsin before. 83 people were arrested around the state around a 4-day operation in September of 2018. Mayor Sati Rhodes Conway released a statement in June of 2019 when President Trump said ICE would make more arrests. She said the city of Madison stands with immigrant communities and will work to respond to any increase in ICE enforcement.
All right, you're going to have to pick up your winter reads from a different library for the next month as an East Side location moves to its new building. Staff at the Pinney Library are spending that time packing and organizing materials to move just down the street. Librarians say they're already getting a lot of great feedback about this new building.
People are getting really excited to see their new space and see how large it is and be able to use study rooms and meeting rooms and a quiet reading room and especially our children's play lab.
While Pinney Library is closed, items requested can be picked up at Hawthorne Library over on East Washington Avenue. The new library will be open on March 12th with a ribbon-cutting ceremony scheduled. A grand opening weekend will follow, featuring tours, screen printing activities, and musical performances.
New this morning, there's one less tourist attraction you can check out the next time you're vacationing in Door County. WPR reports the DNR is ripping down an 88-year-old observation tower at Potawatomi State Park. It's been closed to tourists since 2020. 2017 because of the wood rotting there. The tower was built back in 1932. Local preservation groups say it could be saved for the price of $250,000, but the DNR argues it would violate the Americans with Disabilities Act. Coming up on 10 minutes past the hour, heavy rains are causing river levels to rise in the southern states this morning. Coming up, we're taking a look at how riverside communities are bracing for the flood.
And here in Wisconsin, we're monitoring some rain and snow of our own. Hattie joins us next with your Alert Day forecast when News 3 Now This Morning continues.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
The world awaits in your new Jeep from Don Miller. It's the President's Day event on now. The tradition carries on with the new Jeep Wrangler. Get your own Don Miller deal plus rebates and incentives up to $5,500 off select remaining 2019 Jeep Wranglers. No day is the same in your new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. You'll get up to $2,000 bonus cash plus your own Don Miller deal on select 2020 Jeep Gladiators. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, Madison and Dane Counties Jeep Headquarters, Odana Road, Madison.
Don Miller.
The Our Home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good morning from the Hattie-O Patio. It is an alert day today for southern Wisconsin. No snow falling right now, but we will see some snow and rain moving into the area as we head towards the lunch hour. Let's take a look at all the details. Again, today is an alert day. A winter weather advisory will start at 9 for areas north of Dane County. That's where I expect to see the highest snow totals from this particular system. And we're talking about 3 to 6 inches of snow. So not a major snowstorm, but 3 to 6 inches. Lighter amounts as you head to the south, especially right along the state line where less than an inch is expected. They'll see mostly rain there. Doppler track is showing you that some snow is trying to work its way up from the south in the Monroe area, parts of Greene County this morning. The air is still pretty dry here across southern Wisconsin, so it'll take some time for it to completely saturate. But by 9 o'clock, I would expect to see a wider array of snowflakes flying across the area. When you zoom the map out a little bit, you can see that there is a mix occurring right now across parts of Iowa, right around Des Moines have been reports of some rain, so there are some warmer temperatures on the map, and this storm system is going to track right in our area. Our temperatures early this morning are in the 20s to around 30 degrees. We're at 27 actually here in Madison, 26 in the Dells, 30 in Mineral Point. Over the next 12 hours, we're going to look at temperatures climbing to highs in the mid-30s this afternoon. Now again, we are looking at some rain and snow. No impacts to traffic right now. However, I would expect those traffic maps to become a little bit more colorful as we go through the afternoon hours. Again, let's take a look, see if we can get these maps to go past the traffic maps and get into our extended forecast. We have temperatures that will climb into the mid-30s today. Our forecast does call for some rain and snow to start to mix in this afternoon. Here in Madison, that rain-snow line may work its way into northern Dane County as we head towards the 5 o'clock commute time. So that will cause some problems with the evening commutes. Again, that alert day, the winter weather advisory starts at 9 p.m. Here's a look at your snow probabilities. We have chances for snow really ramping up after 10 o'clock this morning, so snow becoming likely as we head into the afternoon. Again, points from Madison to the south are going to experience that rain-snow mix. Let's take a wider view and show you what's happening. The storm system will track right across southern Wisconsin this afternoon. So your forecast has temperatures that will climb just a few degrees from where they are right now. We're at 27 here in Madison with an easterly wind. Your future track forecast model has that snow spreading into the area and again starting to really increase in coverage by the lunch hour. The rain-snow line working its way into northern Dane County by about 5 o'clock, so a tricky commute home. The rain and snow will come to an end pretty quickly this evening, though, and by tomorrow morning, we'll already be drying out. Total accumulation is going to be lightest right along the state line where you'll see more rain. The rest of the forecast has 2 more alert days in it for Wednesday and Thursday, where high temperatures are expected to be only in the teens once again, but a pretty quiet forecast coming up for the rest of the week. Now let's get a look at your first warn traffic maps. We'll send it over to Stacey K for all the details. Good morning, Stacey.
Good morning. No problems on the Beltline so far today. Nothing to slow you down in either direction, although that will change by 7. Checking out other roads here in Dane County, just a few brake lights at Stoughton Road and Park Street approaching the Beltline. No issues on East Washington and downtown just yet either. And other main routes heading into the city, they're moving along at the posted speeds. No crashes or delays. With your first warn traffic, I'm Stacey K.
Stacey K and Hattie, thank you both very much. Mississippi is bracing for widespread flooding this morning as the Pearl River is expected to crest at 38 feet. The river runs more than 400 miles between Mississippi and Louisiana, with thousands of homes at risk of flooding. The state's governor declared a state of emergency this weekend, urging people who live near the capital to follow mandatory evacuations. It'll be at least 3 more days before the waters start to significantly go down, as rain is expected over the next week.
6:17 now, and breaking overnight, hundreds of American travelers are back in the U.S. after being stuck on a cruise ship for 2 weeks. U.S. citizens aboard the Diamond Princess touched down in Northern California and San Antonio, Texas overnight. They'd been quarantined in Japan because of the ongoing coronavirus outbreak. The quarantine isn't quite over yet. They still have to spend more time under observation here in the U.S. before they can go home to their families.
When you come back to the United States, importantly, they're still subjected to a 14-day quarantine. And the reason for that is that the degree of transmissibility on that cruise ship is essentially akin to being in a hot spot.
Now, this comes as the CDC director says the virus could be around for longer than originally anticipated. The group says the virus will likely spread beyond the season for months, possibly even years. Nearly 2,000 people have now died from the virus. More than 70,000 are infected.
In Washington state this morning, a mother and her teenage daughter are facing charges after allegedly drugging a woman in an attempt to kidnap her infant daughter.
She wanted a girl, and she wanted him 5 weeks and younger so she could raise it herself, take it out of state, and pretend it was a newborn of her own.
Police say 38-year-old Juliet Parker came up with an elaborate plot to steal a baby. Parker allegedly used Facebook to target unsuspecting new moms, offering free photography sessions so she could build her portfolio. In a photo session at a new mother's home, Parker and her 16-year-old daughter allegedly brought cupcakes laced with an unknown drug. The victim called 911 and kicked the mother and daughter out after she immediately began to feel numb and drowsy. She later told police she first became suspicious after noticing Parker wiping fingerprints off of items she touched in the house. Parker is being held for attempted kidnapping and assault.
6:19 now. The Greek Freak is waking up after a pretty impressive performance in the All-Star game over the weekend. We have all the highlights and winners from the league's biggest stars straight ahead.
But first, we're tracking a mix of rain and snow for your ride home from work or school today. Hattie has an update on her bus stop forecast when we come back.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Join Gary Canalti and News 3 Now viewers on a New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise, July 9th to the 19th. Free travel shows meet February 18th at the Wisconsin Dells Ramada by Wyndham. February 19th, we'll meet at the Madison Crown Plaza Hotel. We'll also meet February 20th at the Janesville Pontiac Convention Center and the Mound City Bank Motor Branch in Platteville. You can also go to holidayvacations.com keyword WISC to view the online travel show and earn a $100 coupon.
The windows on our homes. We probably don't give them much thought. They're just there, doing what windows do. It's true, they add character and personality. They connect the inside to the outside and the other way around. But they're also there to do much more. They're there to frame a smile. They provide the perfect light for the perfect moment. They help protect us and the ones we love.
Celebrate 45 years of music with Sweet Honey in the Rock. This internationally renowned Grammy-nominated female vocal quartet remains the preeminent musical collective rooted in African American history and culture.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin.
Sweet Honey in the Rock at Overture Center, February 29th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry, with honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship, dedicated to being the best. So when you need a plumber for an important upgrade or 24-hour emergency service, call RHD. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time with no surprises. With the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing, proudly serving all of Dane County.
This President's Day, I do solemnly swear to faithfully overcome all weather, seek new heights, and exercise my right to go anywhere and do anything in the longest-lasting and best-selling 4x4 SUV brand. Take the oath of adventure at the Jeep President's Day event. Right now, well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $279 a month.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Just about 6:23 on your Monday morning. Looking outside, it's pretty quiet right now, but things are going to be a-changing quite quickly today.
They are, yeah. The road's looking nice and clear early this morning, so enjoy that commute early today because it is going to look quite a bit different later on today. An alert day is in effect. We have winter weather advisories, areas north of Dane County. They'll start at 9 o'clock this morning and go through 9 p.m. this evening. Your future track snow prediction calls for pretty light snow from Madison, especially areas to the south and east. It's to the north and northwest where we see those higher snow totals. There will likely be a band of 3 to 6 inches from Richland County across our northern viewing area. The Dells being included with some of those higher snow totals. So your bus stop weather forecast today, no issues for the bus drivers on the way to school weather-wise, but later on today could be a little tricky, especially Dane County and areas to the south where some rain is going to mix in with temperatures climbing to the middle 30s.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Trending this morning, former Badger football player J.J. Watt is a married man tying the knot with professional soccer player Kalia Ohai. Watt posted these photos on his Instagram page from his Bahamian wedding over the weekend. It's being called Houston's Royal Wedding, with brothers and fellow NFL stars T.J. Watt and Derek Watt also celebrating the couple.
Everybody see this with JJ.
also posted this video on his Instagram page, dancing with his grandma at the reception. She looks like she can boogie, too. Ooh. He captioned the post, "Grandma cutting it up on the dance floor."
Party of the century right there. All right, the NBA All-Star Game is officially in the books for this year, and some of the league's best players put on quite the show. Take a look. It was Team LeBron against Team Giannis last night. The teams put up 94 points in a single quarter. Team LeBron leading the Greek Freak 53-41 by then, but by the second quarter, Team Giannis came back to take a 9-point lead at the half, 92-83. LeBron James himself cut the score down to only 1 point with an easy dunk, and then Anthony Davis got fouled, allowing him to clinch the win from the free throw line. Final score there, Team LeBron 157, Team Giannis 155.
Better snow conditions could come at a better time for winter athletes here in Wisconsin. Today is the last day of the Alpine State Ski and Snowboard Championships. More than 400 high school athletes from across the state are at Mount La Crosse. This is the largest high school race in the country, and thousands of people are cheering on the races, even from home.
We are also live on the World Wide Web with actual live timing. So people, if an athlete is skiing and grandma and grandpa are living in Florida, they can go right on and watch it live.
All snowboarding events were held Saturday, Sunday, and today is for skiers only. The first races of the day start at 8:30 this morning.
All right, this sounds right up Josh's alley. A Northern Wisconsin group is celebrating an almost 50-year tradition with the annual Snowmobile Softball Tournament. As the tradition goes, there's a pitcher and a batter, but if the batter makes contact, they have to jump on their snowmobile to go around the bases.
Oh, my.
Organizers say they've been playing since the 70s.
That sounds crazy.
You're a big snowmobiler.
Yes.
Would you do something like this?
I would do something like that. It sounds a little complicated, though. There are like a lot of moving factors there.
Yeah, I love you, Josh. I don't know if you're much of a softball player, though,
no,
either.
Not at all.
I'll bat for you. You snowmobile for me.
I'll drive the snowmobile.
Teamwork.
Works for me. All right, still ahead for us. We've got the top 3 things you need to know this morning before heading out the door.
And our Keely Arthur is in-house this morning talking about tomorrow's primary election, who you can vote for and what you need to bring. All that information is up next on News 3 Now this morning.
I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place, Apple Wellness. You've heard me say that CBD is great for people who suffer with stress. Because everybody is different, at The Healthy Place we have dozens of solutions for the tension you're feeling. One of the products we recommend for stress is Adrenal Boost, a blend of adaptogenic herbs that boost your energy and lessen your stress. Our wellness consultants are trained to help you get to the root of your struggle. If you're tired of feeling stressed or just plain tired, we can help. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations or online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
When you're confident in your gut, you feel confident to take on anything. With Benefiber, you'll feel the power of gut health confidence every day. Benefiber is a 100% natural prebiotic fiber. Benefiber. Trust your gut.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
It's incredible. It's award-winning. It's the new Ram 1500 at Don Miller. With the President's Day event on now, there's great selection. The new Ram 1500, it's Green Car Journal's 2019 and 2020 Green Truck of the Year. Lease a new 2020 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4x4 for only $279 a month plus taxes and fees, 39 months, 10,000 miles per year, $34.99 due at signing. See salesperson for details. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, your Madison Truck headquarters.
Don Miller.
The new year is well underway. It's time to shake off the dust and get a jump start on your home improvement projects with Feldco. For a limited time, save 40% on our energy-efficient windows. And if you get your home windows replaced now, you can take advantage of no interest until 2021. This is an opportunity you don't want to pass up.
40% off and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Ish Monroe, Mark Zona, Pete Maynard, Tommy Kimo, and other fishing experts will be speaking at the Wisconsin Fishing Expo, February 28th through March 1st at the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center. Same great show with a hot new look. Now with even more booths. New Kids Fishing Bingo for the first 500 kids per day. Over 300 booths. Hundreds of boats priced to sell. More gear and tackle than ever. Go to WIFishingExpo.com for details. Kids 12 and under free.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us on your Monday. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Hattie's talking about an alert day forecast with a chance for snow and freezing rain. But first, autopsies are scheduled today after a Wisconsin mom and her 2 little girls were found dead in a garage on Sunday. Police say 25-year-old Arzell Avery is the man who killed 26-year-old Amarai Jerica Banks and her 5-year-old and 4-year-old daughters. The 3 had been missing for a week before an Amber Alert went out and was later canceled. Ivory is the ex-boyfriend of Banks and is the father of one of the girls. He was arrested in Memphis, Tennessee after his father turned him into police.
The second story we're following this morning, a former UW-Madison football player is in custody after turning himself in to Chicago police for a double homicide in Janesville. Marcus Randall L. will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide once he's returned to Wisconsin. 27-year-old Brittany McAdory and 30-year-old Sierra Winchester were found shot in the street last Monday.
And finally, it's been 3 days since a freshman UW-Milwaukee student was last seen, and police are still working to find him. Sean Beck went missing near a campus dorm early Friday. The student's dad says he's worried because Beck is a type 1 diabetic and needs his insulin. The university sent out a letter asking everyone to keep an eye out and get him back to safety.
All right, over to Hattie McLean now with a look at what to expect on this alert day. Hi, Hattie.
Good morning, Lee and Josh. You're right, it is an alert day for southern Wisconsin. We have a winter weather advisory that will be in effect at 9 o'clock. Areas north of Dane County, that's where the highest snow totals are expected. Our temperatures early this morning in the mid to upper 20s in most spots, although a few areas at 30 degrees. Janesville, Mineral Point, and Prairie du Chien all at 30. Temperatures will climb a few degrees yet to highs in the mid-30s here in Madison, topping at 36 degrees. Southeast winds will continue all day. Your first warn traffic showing you what's happening on area roads. Starting to get a little busier right now, but no major delays just yet. No other accidents or issues to tell you about around southern Wisconsin. Coming up, I'm going to tell you how much snow you'll have to shovel later on today.
All right, thank you very much, Hattie. 6:32 now. Lots of eyes are on the presidential primaries ahead of the November election.
But voters across the state will have a chance to cast their ballot in the spring primary tomorrow. And Keely Arthur is here with what we need to know. Hi, Keely.
Good morning, Josh and Leah. Yeah, this election is important because it will narrow down the field of candidates we see on the ballot come April 7th in Wisconsin's general election, which is also the same day as the presidential primary. Here's what you need to know now. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can't register online anymore, but you can still register in person same day at your polling center if you are not already registered to vote. To do that, you'll need a document that includes your full name and current address as proof of residency, like a Wisconsin license, paycheck, or utility bill. And then anyone voting, so even if you've registered already, you still need your photo ID, like a driver's license, Wisconsin ID, military ID, or passport, as long as the ID did not expire prior to the fall general election. For more details on voting, including your polling location, you can head to our website, channel3000.com. Lots of resources there for people.
Indeed there are. All right, Keely Arthur, thank you.
The country's third contest in the 2020 race in Nevada is less than a week away now, and the Democratic nomination is still anyone's to earn. Pete Buttigieg is currently leading the delegate count, with Senator Bernie Sanders close in second. Senator Elizabeth Warren is in third, with Senator Amy Klobuchar and Joe Biden coming in fourth and fifth. If Biden fails to win in Nevada, his campaign could be in trouble with money and delegates. Michael Bloomberg won't be on the ballot in Nevada and is working to push back against allegations about sexual harassment in the workplace. He tweeted saying he, quote, will always be a champion for women in the workplace.
Meanwhile, President Trump is revving up his base, acting as the Grand Marshal of the Daytona 500 in Florida. He took a lap on the track in his armored limo, nicknamed the Beast. Rain delayed the race, but President Trump still took the chance to address his crowd of supporters. In this crucial battleground state, he told the crowd that God, family, and country matter most above all. President Trump won Florida, by the way, by 1 1.2% back in 2016.
6:34 is your time right now. The president is now back in Washington this morning, where the controversy over Attorney General William Barr continues. More than 1,000 former prosecutors and officials from the Justice Department are calling for his resignation. This comes after 4 career prosecutors withdrew from the Roger Stone case after Barr overruled their sentencing. This week, the Attorney General pushed back against the president, saying his tweets are making it impossible for him to do his job.
Leaders across several levels of local government are coming together today to encourage everyone to take part in the census. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway will be with Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, State Representative Sheila Stubbs, County Executive Joe Parisi, and others to support the census. They'll also talk about their plans to share resources with one another. That event will start at 11 today at Madison College.
6:35 right now. Coming up in the morning sprint, we have the latest as a man is in custody for randomly assaulting an elderly couple at a Madison McDonald's.
And coming up after the break, how one family going through a tough time got some help from an unexpected place. Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning continues next.
If you want your company vehicle noticed, wrap it right with vehicle graphics and wraps from Monarch Media Designs. We are a 3M certified graphics installation company, which means you're getting the best installers, the best materials, the best vehicle wraps. Monarch Media Designs. To see how your business can get noticed, visit our online gallery at monarchworld.com.
The Color Purple is the Tony Award winner for Best Musical Revival, a glory to behold. Experience what people are calling one of the greatest revivals ever. The Color Purple.
At Overture Center, February 18th through 23rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
My charger, my Hy-Vee grocery cart's about to die.
Will you take our picture with my Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Absolutely. Hey, is that the latest Hy-Vee grocery cart? Yeah.
Please put your Hy-Vee grocery carts in airplane mode for takeoff.
Sir, you left your Hy-Vee grocery carts on the table. Oh, thank you.
Download the all-new Hy-Vee shopping app. It's the fresh way to shop fresh.
Please be courteous and silence your Hy-Vee grocery carts.
Hey, movie starting. Yeah. I'm almost done with my grocery shopping.
Goldman Cars is starting the new year with a bang. Buy a 2018 new body style Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month, all with factory warranty.
That's right. For the new year, Goldman Cars is selling 2018 new body style Chevy Equinoxes for $14,995 or $239 per month.
So come in today and get your 2018 Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month.
Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
Well, hello, Wisconsin.
Alternative facts have got to go.
I heard these 6 shots. A little too close to home.
I'm angry that my son, who was 10 years old, is dead.
My goal is to develop the technology to more efficiently recycle plastics.
I can say exactly where this breast cancer is.
I'm here as an observer. We come down here every 4 years to see the Caucasus Circus.
Welcome back. An area family going through a tough time is getting some help from an unexpected place this morning. Julie Post says her sister, Jen Courier, has stage 4 cancer, putting her in a wheelchair. The problem is the ramp to her house is far too steep, making it nearly impossible for Jen to get in. So Julie asked for help on a community Facebook page in Iowa County. 3 men responded right away, coming out to build a brand new ramp with donated materials.
We just wanted to try to help out, make it better for them.
They're only giving her so much time, and that's what I said. This ramp is really something.
Power of humanity right there. During this time, Jen's family says she would love to receive notes and cards as well. We have a P.O. box address on our website if you would like to send your best wishes.
An Ohio woman who's also battling cancer is getting a special message of hope from her daughter. 65-year-old Michelle Schambach is getting treated at the Cleveland Clinic after traveling from Guatemala in October in hopes of getting more advanced treatment. Her daughter Marie had never seen snow before, but decided she could use it to lift her mom's spirit. She wrote, "Mom, be brave," just outside of Michelle's hospital window. Marie hopes this will let other patients know that someone cares.
Boy, pretty heartwarming. Almost brings you to tears there.
It really does, yeah. Pulls at the heartstrings. All right, we've been asking you to share your morning with us, and Lori sent this one in from rural Beloit. Some horses there out on the farm.
I was thinking they look pretty warm, too. Just comfy little guys.
Yeah, for now, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Before the weather's a-changing. They look like they're kind of staring us down this morning, too.
Josh
being like, did you just say the weather's changing?
Josh is getting a real big kick out of this picture, Lori. Thanks for sharing.
Take a picture and post it on our Channel 3000 Facebook page so we can put it right here on the show.
All right, those guys are going to be pretty cold coming up because today is the first of 3 alert days in the forecast with some pretty cold temperatures away. Hattie's breaking it all down for us from your First Warn Weather Center that's coming up.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, please let us know so we can celebrate with them on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Remember when we did one thing and then we finished and then moved on to another thing?
She's just enough with
Then life got really, really fast. We stream, email, pay bills, book flights, buy stuff, email again, entertain ourselves, talk, listen, search for baby goats. OMG, I need a nap. It's just the way it works now. And it works thanks to Spectrum's unrivaled network, powering hundreds of millions of connections every day.
Oh, it's adorable.
Spectrum, think forward.
Don't miss your chance to see the 6-time Grammy Award-winning Irish band, The Chieftains, on their Goodbye Tour. Celebrate 57 years of music making in an unforgettable evening of music, song, and dance on this final journey. The Chieftains, The Irish Goodbye, at Overture Center March 3rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
My dad, Dan Kelly, is a great judge. He's just super focused about it. He reads a lot.
Statutes. Fascinating.
Dad loves the Constitution.
Perfection.
He issues strong opinions.
America's great. The Bears stink. No judge should rewrite the law.
He's not exactly exciting.
Ah, the Marbury case.
But he's an amazing dad and a great judge.
Justice Daniel Kelly for Supreme Court.
It's time to get a whole new perspective on Ram trucks. Because to us, there are no small jobs, no little tasks. And when it comes to innovation, there are no modest ideas. No wonder why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. See for yourself now during Ram President's Day event.
Competitive pickup owners get an average $14,453 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Or well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2020 Ram 1500 for $289 a month.
Every day, you give it your all. So US Cellular thinks it's time you took some off. 50% off. Switch to US Cellular now and get 50% off select smartphones, like the Samsung Galaxy S10e or the Google Pixel 4. 50% off. Wait, you want more? Here you go. A whole lot of amazing phones, 50% off. You give it your all, take some back. Now that's fair. US Cellular. Choose fair.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All right, 6:43 on your Monday. Taking a live look right now at the Capitol. A pretty calm, cool morning out there.
Yeah, pretty quiet to start us off. You would never know that things are going to be changing today, though.
Oh, yeah, they are, Hattie. We're talking about snow, some freezing rain. What else?
Yeah, I threw it all in the forecast, it seems, today. We have all types of precipitation. An alert day is in effect for southern Wisconsin due to this messy mix of precipitation. Winter weather advisories will start at 9 o'clock for areas north of Dane County. That does include Columbia and Sauk counties. That'll go until 9 p.m. this evening. Now, take a look at your future track forecast forecast model. Pretty quiet across southern Wisconsin this morning. You shouldn't have any weather issues on the way to work this morning, but as we go through the morning hours after 9 o'clock, we start to see that precipitation move in from the south. And here's 12 o'clock, some light snow in Madison, but already some rain mixing in with temperatures in the mid-30s to the south and west. Now that rain-snow line is going to set up somewhere here in southern Wisconsin, and by 5 o'clock, I do expect it to be in Madison or slightly to the north. So for the evening commute, there could be a messy mixture of precipitation for southern Wisconsin. To the north, it's all snow through the day today. Temperatures this evening will stay mild, but eventually cool back down below freezing. So we may see a period of light snow or a little bit of freezing drizzle as the precipitation comes to an end. Total accumulation heaviest to the north, a band of 3 to 6 inches will likely set up north of Dane County. Here in the Madison area, 1 to 3 inches, and as you head to the south, less than that, traced to hardly anything right along the state line with mostly rain expected. Now we also have alert days in the forecast later on this week for cold temperatures. We're talking lows below 0 Thursday morning. Wind chills each of the mornings will be below 0 as well. Take a look at the upper air weather pattern. This map starts Tuesday evening at 5:30. You can see the core of the coldest polar air just to our north. As we put the map into motion, that rotates around through the northern Great Lakes region, so we'll cool down for a couple of days. Good news, just like last week's cold snap, though, this one is going to be pretty short-lived as well. As we head towards Friday, already that cold air moving off to the east, things start to warm up nicely as we head into the upcoming weekend. Take a look at your temperatures. If you're looking ahead to this week, highs will be only in the teens on Wednesday afternoon. Again, dropping below 0 Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then again topping only in the teens through the day on Thursday. So those will be the coldest days of the week. If you're looking for maybe some encouraging news, not a fan of the cold weather, take a look at this. The March statistics. By the end of March, our normal high is 50 degrees. That would be the normal. March is also kind of a snowy month for us, though, a wet month and active weather. We typically have about 7 inches of snow through the month of March. So stay tuned. Could be a pretty active, bumpy month. As we go through the extended forecast, we have that chance for mixed precipitation today. Things quiet down, though, as we head through the rest of the week. We have lots of sunshine in the forecast. Highs only in the teens on Wednesday and Thursday. Take a look at the forecast for the next weekend, though. Never too early to start planning the next weekend. Highs will be in the 40s with some sunshine. An amazing turnaround. Here's our Pet Walk forecast. This is Zelda in Mount Horeb getting some air. Very excited about the morning walk there. Love it.
What an athlete.
Oh my goodness.
She almost looks suspended in the air.
Or it looks like the back legs could be on the ground too.
Buddy.
I know. Wouldn't it be great if we were all that excited about the snow?
Or the Monday.
Or the Monday, I was going to say.
All right, thank you, Addie.
You're welcome.
Stay with us. The Morning Sprint is up next on News 3 Now This Morning.
Gather at the lakefront, take in the view of Lake Michigan and charming downtown Port Washington. Only steps away from unique local shopping, warm hospitality, and first-rate guest service. When you stay with us, you stay with Port Washington. Visit theharborview.com.
Where do you go to get the right answers about your money and investments? Are you stressed? Do you feel left in the dark, like no one's listening or even understands you? If this sounds like you, you're not alone. My name's Chris Klein. Over the past 25 years, it's been my mission to help people just like you. People that are great at creating wealth, but might need a little help keeping it. Text STRESS to 608-620-1111 to receive my signature breakthrough session. When we're done, you'll have a proven path on how to grow your wealth and protect it.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items. Plus, for 3 days only, Saturday through Monday, get incredible doorbuster deals marked way down. Like this dual reclining sofa for just $398. This rustic bed for just $244. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $294. And did you know you get free shipping with no minimum? The 3-day President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
The windows on our homes. We probably don't give them much thought. They're just there, doing what windows do. It's true, they add character and personality. They connect the inside to the outside, and the other way around. But they're also there to do much more. They're there to frame a smile. They provide the perfect light for the perfect moment. They help protect us and the ones we love.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people. and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
Command the view in the heart of Port Washington. Comfort and charm on the water, local flavor, and lakefront dining. The Harborview is the place to gather for all occasions. When you stay with us, you stay with Port Washington. Visit theharborview.com.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn app and be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws our way.
We make the best better, especially your wedding. MadisonClub.org.
It is 6:50, time for the morning sprint with all the news you need to know before you go.
That includes an alert day for a chance for snow and freezing rain. We're going to start with Hattie with the latest. Hi, Hattie.
Good morning. We do have an alert day in effect for southern Wisconsin. A winter weather advisory will go into effect at 9 o'clock this morning for areas north of Dane County. Take a look at the probability of precipitation. Pretty low this morning, but after 10 o'clock really starts to ramp up. So we'll likely see some snowflakes towards the lunch hour, some rain mixing in from Madison and points to the south this afternoon. That's where lightest snow accumulations are expected, but as you head towards the north and west, it's all snow, 3 to 6 inches in and around the Dells.
Thank you, Hattie. Autopsies are scheduled for today after a Wisconsin mother and her 2 little girls were found dead in a garage. Milwaukee police say 25-year-old Arzell Ivory killed 26-year-old Amara Jerica Banks and her 4- and 5-year-old daughters. The 3 had been missing for a week before an Amber Alert went out. Ivory is Banks's ex-boyfriend and the father of one of the girls. He was arrested in Memphis, Tennessee after his father turned him into police.
A former UW-Madison football player is in custody after turning himself into Chicago police for a double homicide in Janesville. Marcus Randall L. will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide once he's returned to Wisconsin. The charges are for the deaths of 27-year-old Brittany McAdory and 30-year-old Sierra Winchester. The 2 moms were found shot at the intersection of Midvale and Deerfield Drives last Monday.
Police are still working to find a UW-Milwaukee freshman who's been missing for 3 days now. Sean Beck went missing near a campus dorm early Friday. The student's dad says he's worried because Beck is a type 1 diabetic who needs his insulin. The university did send out a letter to campus asking everyone to keep an eye out to help get him back safely.
A Wisconsin community is remembering one of their police officers who died in a car crash this weekend. 48-year-old Jennifer Diner died Saturday. She and her family were just blocks from their home when they were involved in a wrong-way crash during extreme winter weather. The Racine County Sheriff said the snow and the ice caused one of the drivers to lose control and cross the center line.
A man is facing charges this morning after police say he attacked a couple in a Northside McDonald's. 22-year-old Kwan Hill was inside the restaurant when the couple came in Saturday morning. Police say the woman was sitting down when Hill suddenly started punching her. A man went to help the woman, but Hill pulled out a crowbar and hit him in the head. Police were able to arrest Hill shortly later and booked him into the Dane County Jail.
Spring primary is tomorrow, and it matters because it will help narrow down things come the general election in April. That's the same day as the presidential primary. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can't register online anymore, but you can register in person same day at your polling center if you are not already registered. There is one state election that is for the Wisconsin Supreme Court and a number of local elections on the ballot, including for Dane County with the school board. Rock County is reporting extremely low turnout for absentee voters. If you want to know exactly what is on your ballot and where you can cast it, we have links on our website.
Keely, thank you. The Nevada caucus, the next contest in the 2020 race, is less than a week away, and the Democratic nomination is still anyone's to earn. Pete Buttigieg is currently leading the delegate count with Senator Bernie Sanders close in second. Senator Elizabeth Warren is in third with Amy Klobuchar and Joe Biden in fourth and fifth. If Biden fails to win Nevada, Biden's campaign could be in trouble with money and delegates.
Not on the ballot in Nevada is former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. The Democratic presidential candidate is working to push back against new allegations about sexual harassment in the workplace. He tweeted saying he will always be a champion for women at work.
President Trump is revving up his base, acting as the Grand Marshal of the Daytona 500 in Florida. Rain delayed the race, but the president still took the chance to address the crowd of supporters. In the crucial battleground state of Florida, he told the crowd that God, family, and country matters most above all. President Trump won Florida by 1.2% back in 2016.
The Trump administration is sending Border Patrol units to arrest undocumented immigrants in several so-called sanctuary cities. Those cities, including Chicago, New York, San Francisco, and LA, refuse to help the federal government enforce immigration policies. The president is trying to raise pressure on those sanctuary cities. The crackdown will run through May.
This morning, more than 1,000 people are calling for the resignation of Attorney General William Barr. It comes from former prosecutors and officials from the Department of Justice. This after career prosecutors withdrew from the Roger Stone case after Barr overruled their sentencing.
Leaders across several levels of local government are coming together today to encourage everyone to take part in the census. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway will join Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, State Representative Sheila Stubbs, County Executive Joe Parisi, and others to support the census and encourage everyone to participate. That event starts at 11 at Madison College today.
Mississippi is bracing for widespread flooding this morning as the Pearl River is expected to crest at 38 feet. The river runs more than 400 miles between Mississippi and Louisiana, with thousands of homes at risk of flooding. That state's governor declared a state of emergency this weekend, urging people who live near the capital to follow mandatory evacuations.
Breaking news now, 99 cases are confirmed this morning on the cruise ship under quarantine in Japan. That news comes as hundreds of passengers are back in the U.S. this morning. They were able to leave quarantine on the Diamond Princess, but they're back in quarantine in the U.S. for another 14 days before they can return home.
You'll have to pick up your winter reads from a different library for the next month as an Eastside location moves to a new building. Staff at the Penny Library are spending that time packaging and organizing materials to move just down the street. While Penny Library is closed, items can be requested and picked up at Hawthorne Library on East Washington. The new library will be open on March 12th after a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Former Badger football player J.J. Watt is a married man. He tied the knot with professional soccer player Kalia Ohai this weekend. Watt posted some photos on his Instagram page from his Bahamian wedding. It's called Houston's Royal Wedding, aptly named, with brothers and fellow NFL stars TJ and Derek Watt also celebrating the couple.
Congrats to him. 6:56 now. Let's get to Stacey K with a look at your first warn traffic. Hi, Stacey.
Hi. Starting to pick up now on the westbound Beltline, and especially between Stoughton Road and Monona Drive. Inbound John Nolan getting busier at the Rimrock and North Shore Drive intersections. Seeing brake lights now on East Washington headed towards the Capitol. And other main routes heading into the city, they are moving along. No crashes or delays. With your first warn traffic, I'm Stacey K.
Thank you, Stacey. Here's a look at some of those drive times this morning here in Madison. No major delays right now. You don't need your sunglasses today. The Edgewater Skycam completely clouded over here across southern Wisconsin. We await the arrival of the snowflakes and the raindrops later on today. By 10 o'clock, we'll likely start to see some snow here in Madison. Temperatures will be just a little bit above freezing this afternoon, so a rain-snow mix is expected here in the capital city. That means that our snow totals will be a little lighter here than they are to the north. 3 alert days in the forecast. The first for that messy mix today, and then the other 2 for colder temperatures that will settle in behind this storm system. At least, though, we have a lot of sunshine in that extended forecast.
That is good. I like to see that. All right, Hetty, thank you.
And thanks so much for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Monday. Take a little bit of time for your family and keep track of that forecast over on channel3000.com.